Hi, I'm Anna Olsen with Insights into Consciousness here on A1R Radio. You can contact us at askoneradio.com. That's ask and the number one, radio.com. And you can reach me on my website, AnnaOlsenIntuitive.com. It's at the bottom of the screen, and it's ANNAOLSEN intuitive.com. So today I'm doing a show on love and light. And the reason why is because there are so many spiritual terms that are basically used very loosely. And people say it because they've heard it and they want to be, quote unquote, spiritual. And so they say things like, oh, love and light, or, they'll say namaste, or they'll use these different wonderful terms that mean good things and that do bring good positivity. But to reach a deeper understanding about what you're saying when you say it, I believe is important, because then we know exactly how we're connecting with other people and why. And we know the reasons behind it. Now, when I go into a reading, all I use is love and light, because my life isn't perfect. And sometimes I've had a really bad day and I need to go in to do a reading. And it's about that person, and it's about connecting to the divine in that moment. It's not about my drama that day. So there has to be a good connect to it, to the light and love. And there has to be a good disconnect to the drama or the dense lower frequency vibrational energy. Now, when we go into saying that we need to know the definition between, or just what we're saying in phrases or between people, really, I'm just really kind of focusing on why are we saying it? How can we better understand it? How can we better put more of a positive vibe into it? Because our thoughts are really what is important in that moment anyway. And other people can feel that from us. So I wanted to kind of get a few things together to the reason why I'm going into this is because I want the meaning behind it to really be something that people have on a daily basis more often throughout the day, and that they're more tuned into it when they say it, when they hear it, when they're aware of it, because that will increase the positive vibrational frequency of their lives. And it's similar to meditating more per day, or similar to, like, let's say people who pray many times a day. It's just connecting to the divine more often, which brings a much more positive vibe, and it can really bring a lot more joy and happiness and abundance into one's life. So little things add up to create a big thing, to make a big difference. And that's my focus tonight. So how do we focus more throughout our day to tap into the divine? There's prayer, meditation, but basically the base of it all is our thoughts. Where are we? Where are our thoughts? How is that affecting our body? How is that affecting those around us? How is that affecting our work, our family, etc.? What causes that creating? How does that affect the universal consciousness of not just our homes and our families and our own lives, but how does it affect neighborhoods, communities, cities, and then, of course, the collective universal consciousness of the world? And that's really what we're looking to raise, is the world higher consciousness vibration. And that means that the more positive thoughts a collective higher amount of people have, or the more people that have a good higher frequency positive thought frame, the better the world's going to be, not just for everybody living here and our children, but the animals, the plants, the earth. And this is important because we can learn to really divide ourselves or put up walls between us and negative people. And we can also educate people on how to do this themselves, so that we have to put up less walls. And so for what it's worth, love and light, love is the higher vibrational frequency word that mirrors things like joy, happiness, fulfillment. Love is a word that gives us a good feeling. It makes us think of all the good fuzzy things in our lives. Words are very powerful, and they actually cause things to happen because of the thoughts that it invokes in us when we say a word. And then thoughts also invoke us to say a word. So it goes both ways. It's a two-way street. And the goal is to stay on a higher vibrational frequency. And the more that we do that, the better we get at it and the more natural it is to us. And if we have a high stress job, it's a little more difficult to do that. It's a little more difficult to basically tune into this, but it can be done, and it will actually attract good things to you. Don't you want to attract good things to you? That's the whole basis. So when I talk about love and light, I wrote a little bit of something, just a little something that on my terms means love and light. Light, of course, is the light in the darkness. Light is the way that we can see the truth. Light is what feels good. Light is what we are seeking. So the way that I look at it is we work with love and light. It's the ray of hope in the dark, being grateful and choosing to notice the good in all things and situations. It's noticing all good things, saying only helpful or positive things whenever possible. It's appreciating the wild blossoms on the weeds. It's loving imperfections in people and situations, because otherwise it'd be pretty much boring. It's calling upon angels, guides, love, the divine for guidance. It's letting others choose their light and not calling them wrong for it. It's accepting radically how things really are rather than denying it or trying to make it different. It's loving to be alive and loving having the ride of life. It's healing from love and truth, and through love and truth, it's accepting nothing less than the best possible for ourselves and others. It's healing ourselves so we can heal others. It's working in God's love and Goddess's love in the Godhead's timing, protecting all living things. It's bettering oneself continuously and loving unconditionally, and understanding that we're all doing the best with what we have. And that's, in a quick synapse, just what I believe love and light is, and working with love and light, and what the definition is, that we are collectively becoming better and better. And we have, with social media and the internet and all the new ways of communication in this day and age, to connect and to increase positivity or negativity. And why not choose the positivity? That's what makes us happy. That's what causes good things to happen. And it only leads to good things. So that's what I really wanted to focus on today, is love and light, and how we can attain that in our lives. That's what fights depression and gives us hope and gives us good health and helps us to serve others and to heal ourselves and others. And of course, we can't heal others unless we've healed ourselves, or we are healing ourselves. So I have a caller on the line tonight. I'm excited to take a call. It's Danya in Bali. Danya?
Yes.
Hi.
Hey, Anna.
How are you?
How are you? I'm good. It's
great.
my first time on the show. Awesome.
Oh, okay. Well, it's nice to have you.
Yeah. Thank you.
How's
Thank you
Bali?
for taking my call. I
Of
appreciate
course.
it. Yeah.
How is it in Bali?
Beautiful, per usual. It's pretty nice. It's really nice here.
Okay.
Yeah, like we only have 2 seasons, and rainy or not, and right now it's good. It's not rainy, it's beautiful, so it's really nice. So yeah, I like it.
That's wonderful. I've always wanted to go to Bali.
Oh my God, no, I think you definitely. I mean, there's a big community, of course, of people who are on this spiritual path or speaking or teaching or any of that. So I think if you want to come, it's definitely feasible. It's easy enough to do. So I think, and
it sounds like my kind of place.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably teach. I feel like, I feel like you probably easily could just come here and probably, you'll explore it, but teach something or do a training, or I would just say, I'm like going into automatic like advisement mode. I sometimes do this, but no, I think you would probably really enjoy. Try it. See for yourself. But I think it could be great for you. And Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
thank
lovely
you.
place. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's wonderful. I really want to go, and now you're really getting me more excited.
No, you really, yeah. I mean, no, I really, no, I could. I mean, I mean, I could say so much, but in short, you definitely. I mean that. Like, it's increasingly affordable to come. There's so many great flight deals all the time, so that's amazing. So it's just, it's accessible. I think more and more than ever. Even once you're here, there's so many places, even in this region. I mean, I don't want to go on but that you can see. But I think it's very accessible. And given what it seems like you're interested in and your own path, I feel like why not? Like, why not just at least see? And I think if you came here, it probably wouldn't just be to, like, I know people come here for all kinds of reasons, but I really think it could be a wonderful, like, another platform, just another place to do your work, because there are many people who come here on the spiritual path, and it could be cool. Explore it, So that's
Sounds
what comes to
wonderful.
me as soon as we connect. Yeah. So if you wanted to come,
Thank you.
just check it out. You're welcome. Yeah. See how you feel. It could be cool.
It's great. So I'd love to do a reading for you. I have, limited time. I just want to get on it so that we can get you a good reading. And I'm wondering what you'd like to focus on today. Or do you have a specific question?
I have like an area, I guess. Yes, I have. So I have some, it seems like pretty big changes coming up, sort of just life changes. And I guess I just wanted to know your read, or anything I should be aware of as I enter into what seems to be like a new stage, and just anything I should be aware of regarding this, pretty big change. So,
Okay.
I hope, and if I need to say anything else, you can just let me know. But
okay, I'll see what I get, and then I can ask you questions if I need to. Otherwise, you can just let me know what you feel or what you think. But the first thing that I got was location at the beginning of your reading, and I'm not sure if it would be another city, or would it be another neighborhood? Would it be?
That's the country. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Location is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I feel like you really love it there, but it's kind of lost its not like it's not like it's lost its flavor, but it's more like it's just been, there's something else that you need to do, is what I'm getting.
Absolutely. Correct.
Okay. And go ahead.
Yeah, no. I'm just listening. No, you're spot on so far.
Okay, sure. Yeah. And, basically what I'm also getting is that it's more like you're starting new, and you're kind of standing in your power a little bit more. And I'm not sure if it's like you're done with the relationship, like you had a breakup, or maybe you're just kind of separating a little bit more from the family, or like able to go out on your own away from the family a little bit more now, is what I'm getting. But I feel like you've been very nurturing where you've been, and that you've been such a great, just basically you've been serving others, and you've been really good at serving other people. And now it's kind of your turn, is what I'm getting.
That's true. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, in general. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so, I think that the move would be good. And I think that it would help you to stand in your power a little bit more. You would have more of a financial stability if you were to move. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you have a legacy to leave for your family. I don't know if it's interesting, because I keep getting that you have kids, and then I keep getting that you don't have kids. So what is that about?
I have no kids. I've never been pregnant. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't have any kids.
Okay, because I was kind of wondering about like stepchildren or younger siblings, maybe, because they wouldn't be your biological children.
Yeah. Nope, I don't have any. I'm actually the youngest sibling. And,
okay.
There's some nephews. There's like nephews in my family, but there's no one. No, but there's no one. I don't have any kids or stepkids. So
interesting. Okay. Well, I got a lot of energy as if you're kind of caring for others, and I got the energy. It could be that you're going to meet somebody with kids. So
yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. But we'll see. But I mean.
Go ahead.
Go on. No, caring for others, like the way I came into the call, which is that's just me on autopilot, which I automatically want to like help people. Like that's who that is. That's true. That's just who I normally am. Like I automatically will, get it. And it's not general, like it's specific. As soon as I felt your energy, I was like, oh, she'd be great. But so I just, that's me automatic. So that is true. That's just who I am. But so far you're spot on about part of the shift is, having to start to do more self-nurturing. But that's true. But, and that's stuff I'm aware of. And, but yeah, I'm just wondering if there's anything in particular that, you think that you either pick up on or that you just think I should know that I might be unaware of, or just anything like that regarding the move. There is a move coming up that I'm intending. I mean, do you see it happening?
Yeah, I do. But, I honestly see like where you are now being somewhere where you're going to need to stay for a little longer than you're expecting. There will be a move, but that you may stay there. Okay, that's basically what I'm getting at. That's just going to be like where you come back to.
We'll see. I'm not sure. I think I don't know. That could be past energy, because I think I'm very much so. I think I'm more prepared to leave now than I've been for some time. Because that's been accurate up till now. But I think this is I think it definitely is underway now. That's my sense.
Okay.
But I'm open to whatever your read is.
I do feel like there's going to be you coming back to where you are, and it could be that it's travel or it's vacation in the future or something, but something you'll keep being brought back there if you do leave. And I also keep seeing children. I keep seeing fertility and you caretaking for children in some environment or some way. And that could be working with them, but I feel like it's more like you really caring for them on a regular basis in some way, and that you're natural at that.
Yeah, that part, honestly, that part, no. So like that part, no. Because I usually feel sort of awkward around kids. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like play a game? So I don't know if that part for me, I'm not sure. I'm open to whatever, but
yeah. And that's okay if it doesn't make sense right now. Sometimes what happens is it comes up in the reading and people will look at me like, no, and then later on it will make sense. So I think what you're describing is just that when you're around them, you're not exactly sure how to interact with them right now, but you can always build on that skill set. And that's totally fine. I just see that you would be an amazing caretaker, and I keep seeing children in fertility. That's just what I'm getting in your read. And it will probably make sense later. So when it doesn't make sense right now, that's what I tell people. And I'd love for you to contact me and let me know when it does make sense, because I love to hear about that. Because it makes me a better reader. But basically, I'm just getting that you're going to be standing in your own power a lot more. I feel like there's a lot of learning that you're still going to be doing after the move, that there's going to, of course, be some transition time for you to kind of get used to where you are. And that once you're settled and once you're feeling more, grounded there, that you're going to really do well financially compared to where you are now.
That's good. Yeah, that's a huge part of it, the goal. Yeah. So that's good to hear. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you were right. I just feel like you're intelligent. You're going to definitely be independent, and you're definitely going to make money because you have a real independent personality. You are a caretaker, but you also, make sure that stuff gets done.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's what I'm getting there. And that's partially why, like, I was kind of getting, I was getting caretaker, I was getting that you were a healer, you're real good at it. You don't have to be real cheesy or to be like a real healer. You heal through your honesty, your truth, and telling people how it is.
Right. No,
that's one way
that's totally correct.
Mm-hmm. And that's your strength. If people are like, oh, you're not this or that, that's not true. You're very good at healing through truth, and that's what people need. People who need to learn from you, they need to hear the truth, and you do it in a way that's honest but not harmful.
Right,
so you have
right.
an art.
Yeah, that's never the interest. Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm seeing as your strength, and I'm also seeing a possible, I don't know if it's an inheritance or maybe working with family or something where you're getting also some money either from an inheritance or an estate, or it would be maybe working for or with family where you're definitely getting, an increase in your finances that way.
That part, honestly, out of everything we've said, so that part is so interesting for you to pick up on. That might be, you may very well be picking up on something specific and accurate, but I can't say yet. But when you say that, that is, because that's not something, that I think someone could just generally say, like, oh yeah, or they could, but I think that part actually that does resonate. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't jump ahead there, but it seems there's reason to see that as like an actual feasibility, like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that actually resonates. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's something to look forward to. And that's something that you can, expect. And I would say I hate to put like a real strict time on that, because it can mean the death of, a family member sometimes, or it could mean all sorts of things. But I'd see 3 to 5 years for that really coming to fruition and being settled to where you can get a gain from that. And I also see that you're very intuitive.
Correct.
So the wonderful thing is that you can definitely, especially when you're with your sisters, like when you're with other women, you can really use the divine energy to get an immense amount of intuition when you're, especially around your girls, your other women.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's a good environment for you to be in, and you may not be aware of it yet, but that's just an FYI for your information, and that with that, when you're really getting along with your circle of women, then that's when you're in your highest power.
Okay. I'll give that thought. Thank you. Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Okay. Do you pick up anything on, I don't want to say a particular person who is related to the move that's underway? Just anything I should be aware of or sensitive to regarding that? And I hope I'm not being too vague, but of course I don't want to give so much information that now it's not even a reading, so I'm trying to, so that's why I'm trying not to over explain. But yeah, is there anything you pick up around a certain person I'm thinking of as it relates to this move? Just anything how they might feel about it, anything I should be sensitive about, just anything, and it's okay if you don't pick up anything, I'm just wondering.
I feel like you have such a good intuition and you have your wits about you so much, and you're so independent that if there's anything going on, and this is interesting that you're asking again, it's like crossing your T's and dotting your I's. This is how you are, which is wonderful, because you're going to prep so well for this. And this is part of you prepping for it. If there's anything, there's going to be little things here and there. Yes. And there always is, right? When you're going to move or do something, but you'll catch every single one of them and you'll be fine. I'm seeing some little bumps in the road. Yes. But it's not anything serious. It's not anything like, you're dealing with a sociopath or, nothing like that. It's all things you can handle, and I love that you're prepared for it. Far too many people just jump into something and they don't prep for it. But I really feel like with your strong energy, your strong personality, you're going to do really well with that. And, the only thing that I could see is just personality-wise, there's just going to be a few bumps, but I feel like you move very well around that. If you have a different personality than someone else, or there's any, bumps in the road that way, that you're really good at dealing with it, and you'll know what to do.
Okay then. Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
right.
And I'd love to speak to you more if you want to contact me. I'm out of time, but my website's Anna Olsen Intuitive, ANNAOLSEN. Intuitive.com. If you want to talk to me more about it, we could set up a reading. And I'd love to hear back about the kids, because now I'm very curious why that came up. So
that's the one thing I'm like, I don't know, but I'm not sure, but I don't know. But
well,
I appreciate your time, Anna.
Yeah. Okay. Have a great night.
I don't know. Thank you. You too. Have a wonderful night.
Thanks so much for calling in.
Thanks. Yeah. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah, that was our time tonight. You know, I love when we come up with something that doesn't make sense to them and they contact me later. And then I always like to tell listeners, you know, what it was later on. But I'm done with my time tonight. I hope you have a wonderful week. You can catch me again next week, 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time here on A1R, Insights into Consciousness. Have a wonderful night.